Hello, everyone. Have you ever heard someone say they should have taught us that in school? Most of the time, they are not talking about English or history, they are talking about money. It is strange that we can graduate knowing hard math, but many of us do not know how credit cards work, what interest means, how student loans work, or how to make a basic budget. Money mistakes can last for years. Today, I want to persuade you that high schools should require a separate personal finance class for one semester to graduate. It should not be an elective, and it should not be a small unit in other classes. I have 3 points. The money problem is real and affects everyday life. Research shows students learn more when there is a real required class. Making it required is fair and helps protect students. First, the problem is serious. According to Education Week writer Elizabeth Hubeck, many Americans are struggling with money. She says more than one-third of adults have more credit card debt than emergency savings. She also says 68% of adults do not think they could pay for 1 month of living expenses if they lost their main income. That is scary. It means many people are one emergency away from big trouble. This matters to us because we all have adult money responsibilities. Kubik explains that at 18, students can apply for credit cards and take out student loans. That means people our age can get into debt before they fully understand interest, fees, or credit scores. And if schools do not teach personal finance, students will still learn somehow. Kubik says many students will learn from social media influencers. Some give good some give good advice, but some are wrong and just trying to make some money. So without schools, students may learn the wrong information. Next, what kind of financial education works best? A peer-reviewed study in the Journal of Consumer Affairs by Sharon Tennyson and Chow Nguyen looked at financial literacy test scores in different states. They, they found out that broad general mandates, like saying schools should cover financial topics, were not strongly connected to higher student scores. But students in states that require specific financial education coursework scored significantly higher than students in states with only general mandates or no mandates. In simple terms, sort of covering it doesn't work as well as requiring a real class. If we want students to learn budgeting, credit, and saving, we need to give it actual time and structure. And this idea is already spreading. Hubick reports that more states are now requiring personal finance. Pennsylvania became the 25th state to pass a requirement, and the number of states doing this has more than tripled since 2021. That tells us this isn't just one person's opinion, it's a growing national movement because people see the need for it. Now, my third point, making personal finance required, is fair and protects students. If personal finance is only an elective, some students won't take it, not because they don't need it, but because of scheduling issues, lack of guidance, or simply not realizing how important it is until it's too late. A graduation requirement gives everyone the same basic knowledge, no matter what their home situation is. And it's important because money decisions are getting harder. In business world, Ambarish data explains that financial markets and products are getting more complex, and individuals have more responsibility for managing their own financial futures. So this problem isn't going away; it's getting more serious. Some people might argue parents should teach this or there isn't room in the schedule, but not every parent has the knowledge or comfort level to teach budgeting, investing, and credit. And if schools can make room for electives that not everyone uses later, we can make room for one class that almost everyone will use every week. So to wrap this up, here's what I want everyone to remember. First, Many adults are struggling financially, and the numbers show a real readiness problem. Second, research shows students learn more when schools require a specific personal finance course, not just a vague standard. Third, because financial decisions are more complex today, students need reliable education, not random advice online. My call to action is simple. Support requiring a semester-long personal finance class for high school graduation. It would help students make smarter choices, avoid long-term debt, and walk into adulthood prepared. We shouldn't have to learn money the hard way.